drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Yeah. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I can change the past with the love.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It's your boy Darian, and we back with another show. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Let me know right now. Put it in the comments right now. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Cause we back with another show, ladies and gentlemen. Back with another show. What's going on, everybody? Let's see who's up in this chat today. So we got Kid Raider. What's going on, Kid Raider? Raider Ray, A Spotlight. I would love to collaborate sometime, talk some things, Raiders. Raider Ray. Hey, Raider Ray, I did put my Instagram and my Twitter in here, so definitely hit me up. We could definitely collab. I have no problem with collabing at all. Realist, what's going on? Raider C Dub, what's going on? Dominique 5, what's goody? What's going on, Blue? Coach Dante. What's going on, Ty? What's going on, Robbie? We got the people in the building today. We got them in the building. What is up, y'all? Y'all seen me drop 2 videos today earlier. Now I'm doing a live stream. What's up with y'all? How y'all feeling on this Tuesday with all the Raider news, popping up? It's all good. It's all good in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It's all good here. So Doc Holiday, Raider Intel. What's going on? Shane Tolbert, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Nothing But Raiders, episode 3. And we got a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about when it comes to the Raiders, especially with the whole new acquisition to our team about Nick Wachowski coming back. And James Bradberry, that's another thing that we have to talk about. Is he's going to become a Las Vegas Raider? The schedule's coming out soon. I do want to get into the schedule for the Las Vegas Raiders, but once the actual official schedule comes out of the dates and the times, then I will get into my record prediction. But until then, I will not. We already know what the schedule actually looks like. We just don't know what time and what day, because sometimes you have Thursday night football, you have Sunday night football, and you have Monday night football. So, Knock Andrew, what's going on? What's going on? Make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button. And this is your first time ever being at Spotlight Raiders Talk YouTube page. We definitely do suggest that you subscribe and hit the bell button and, get all the notifications for Raiders news. Y'all see it at the bottom at Twitter, Spotlight RN Talk, and at Instagram, Spotlight Raiders Talk. DeMarcus Webb, what's going on? Raider Nightmare, AK Raider Cortez, what's up? What's up? We got 30 people in the chat. Thank y'all for tuning in. I only go live once a week now, and I do videos during the week. So, hey, this is why we have these talks here. So let's talk about the first thing that came to light with the Las Vegas Raiders before anything. James Bradberry, right? James Bradberry got released from the New York Giants. He went number 24. Patrick Graham is the new defensive coordinator over for the Las Vegas Raiders, which he was with him for 2 years with the New York Giants. The question is now, what do we do with James Bradberry? Do we go out and pay him that big money? We go out and pay him that bag that he deserves? Or do we get him on a small discount so we can keep up with our salary cap? Queen Raiderette, what's going on, Queen Raiderette? I did not see your comment. I am so sorry. Queen Raiderette. Really do appreciate you for coming in. You be liking all my stories on Instagram. So salute to you, Queen Raiderette, for being in the building. Bradberry is a no-go according to Ian Rappaport. So what happened? Well, technically, I haven't seen anything from Ian Rappaport. He said if it's a no-go, then hey, we got to move on. But we do have some other quality corners that is out there, like Kyle Fuller, Joe Hayden. We have so many other corners, Xavier Rose, but Xavier Rose is up there in age. So if we want to go out and get those guys, me personally, I think the best fit is Kyle Fuller. Go get him. If we can't go get James Bradberry, we still have to go and fill that cornerback position. We're going to have to fill it because we did not go get it in the draft. We did not go get a linebacker in the draft, and we end up getting Kenny Young from the Los Angeles Rams. So that's another person we definitely going to break down in this acquisition. I know my video yesterday was pretty short and sweet that we did add him to the Las Vegas Raiders, but at the same time, I didn't give you a full depth detail of what type of player that we're getting with Kenny Young. I mean, he's a young guy. He's a young cat. He played for the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams, and he just won a Super Bowl with that team. So you bring in leadership on to it. Steeler Nation 412 said, you Raiders fans like this spicy take. I have the Chiefs finishing at 7-10. The Chargers are inches better than the Raiders. Hey, they better than us on paper, but the question is about it. Oh yeah, Kevin King is another young one too, but Steeler Nation 412, slow down now. The Chargers always look better than us on paper, and then they end up losing to us. Basically, they end up losing to us. It never fails. So I mean, when it comes down to it, I'm not really too surprised when it comes down to it. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. Come on, y'all. But Steeler Nation 412, I definitely like your take there. Freddie Raider, what's going on? He says, Spotlight, what's up from Bakersfield, Cali? Shout out to you. Kevin King is faster and taller. Absolutely, Dominique 5. He's definitely faster and taller. I like the sound of that, Steeler Nation. Me too. I like the sound of that the Chiefs will be 7-10. I would love to hear that. Kenny Raiders, what's going on, brother? What's going on? All right, I'm gonna have to look at it from my phone. Because when it comes down to the it's acting weird, like it start buffering and everything of that nature. So yeah, that's like saying the Browns are a playoff team, a playoff favorite every year, but fall short, just like the Chargers. Facts. Laker Nation, what's good? Raider Kojo 916, what's going on? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Nothing But Raiders podcast. And it's been a very, very interesting all season for the AFC West. I am looking forward to putting the AFC West roundtable together. We already have two other members of the Spotlight Sports Network that are Chargers fans and Denver Broncos fans. I'm just trying to find that Chiefs fan so we can have our AFC West roundtable, which you don't really see a lot of AFC West. You see NFC East, you see AFC South, NFC West, but you really don't see the AFC West really have a roundtable. So I'm definitely trying to put things together for that as well. So this is what it has to say for James Bradberry. But if y'all did not see the videos that I posted about Rock Ya-Sin, is he the key to this defense now since we traded for him? And the whole thing about Nick Wachowski visiting the Las Vegas Raiders, even though that we did cut him earlier in the season, he did make a visit and he said the feelings are mutual, but the question is what the contract is going to look like. I just hope that the Raiders could get him on a smaller contract, because that's why we cut him, because he was making so much money and it really hurt our salary cap. That's why we had to cut him, and we could bring him back on a minimum deal. I definitely would love to see Nick Wachowski come back and be a part of this defense. But let me get the one thing here. So cornerback is definitely still a question mark when it comes to the Las Vegas Raiders. And we've been saying this for months now, that cornerback is still a question mark. So shout out to Just Ball Baby for putting it out there, because Just Ball Baby put the article out saying it's a possibility that it could be a question mark. But however, the general manager, Dave Ziegler, did state that, doing a fantastic job bringing in young talent in this all season, but we still have a young talented group at the cornerback position. I can say that. On the positive side, we still have Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs is emerging to be one of the one of the impressive corners that we got as a steal last year. And Trayvon Merrick, I can say Trayvon Merrick, number 7. Hopefully he wear number 7 this year. But Trayvon Merrick, one thing I can say about him is that they're coming into their second year ready to be better than what they was last year. That's one thing that I can actually say. He definitely was a day 3 steal for us. It now you bring in a Rock Ya-Sin that might be the number 2 corner according to being on the opposite side of Trayvon Mullen. If Trayvon Mullen is actually 100% healthy by week 1. That's the thing. He got to be 100% healthy by week 1, ladies and gentlemen. So, but however, based on production, Rock Ya-Sin and Hobbs are the only 2 players that are big enough sample size to give the Raider Nation some hope in 2022. Sure that Mullen could end up being on a Pro Bowl, could be in a Pro Bowl player, but he needs to stay on the field. That's the thing. I think Trayvon Mullen could probably be a Pro Bowl corner if he can stay on the field, but the best ability is availability at this point. So he got to be healthy and he got to be consistent. So Las Vegas Raiders did add some quality depth to the cornerback position this offseason. We do got Anthony Everett and Darius Phillips are looking to put some starters on some playing time. But however, ladies and gentlemen, it does say that soon James Bradberry became available on Monday. So it definitely brings a lot of stature into this. It brings a lot of stature with Anthony Everett could come in and compete. Darius Phillips just played in the Super Bowl with the Cincinnati Bengals. Definitely going to come in and compete. Now you got you got Rock Ya-Sin, you got Hobbs, Trayvon Merrick at the safety position. So it's going to be a lot of DBs that's going to be playing for as far as position battle wise. So, and speaking of what we need to do at the quarterback position, let's go through the free agency, because as far as Fish and Rip says, he stated that we have $25 million-ish after June 2nd. What do we do with that money and how much better can we make this team? That is a good question, Fish and Rips. That is a good question. So I'm going to definitely get into that question. I got the sniffles. It's allergies. It's starting to be beautiful on the East Coast. You know how it go. So J-Dub said, what's good, Spot? What's your thoughts on Bradberry? We're going to get into it. We're definitely going to get into it. And he said, Rock Ya-Sin, baby. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Definitely Rock Ya-Sin. So make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and be a part of episode 3 of Nothing But Raiders. So we do have the top 10 free agents that we could go get after June 2nd when we get $25 million afterwards. So let's get into these free agents. Let's get into a few of them. It's not going to be it's only 10 of them that I think. And shout out to Just Ball Baby for this one. But this guy, former 49er, a DB, Jaquiski Tart. If I said his name wrong, I'm sorry. But Jaquiski Tart, his 2021 stats, he had 1 pass deflection, 5 tackles for loss, and a 61.8 overall grade for the 49ers. So it says that the defensive back that continues to be linked to the Raiders is James Bradberry, but more on him later. But Jaquiski Tart is another viable option. For a second-round pick from the 2015 has not been re-signed by the San Francisco 49ers. Most NFL fans will recall Tart dropped the interception versus the Los Angeles Rams that could have changed and tied the NFC Championship last season. But however, disappointing that was, one play shouldn't define a player. He totaled in 265 tackles, 18 pass deflections, 21 tackles for a loss in his career. Now, a strong safety has only 24 receptions in the last 2 regular seasons, warrants considerations from the Raiders. Tart could certainly complete snaps in the secondary that relatively young. Tart, I didn't even know that he was a free agent. That's the thing. I didn't even know that Jaquisi Tart was definitely a free agent as a DB. So that's the first one that we could definitely go get. Anthony Barr, I'm gonna definitely see if he's on this list. This is the first time I'm actually looking at the list. So I'm definitely going to read it off to y'all. All the free agents that you think the Raiders should go out and get. So the next one is, everybody been talking about this guy, offensive tackle Darrell Williams. What's going on, Robert Nash? Robert Nash, what is good? And they're saying that, matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up on let me see if I can pull it up on the computer so I can share the screen with y'all. That's the one thing I want to do. I want to share the screen with y'all so y'all can see for yourselves of the free agents and y'all can make y'all opinion on it as well. So let's get straight into it. So make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Make sure y'all share it out, share the live. We're definitely in the building for some Raiders news. I am not doing a call-in show today. That's something that I decided not to do today. Only reason why I did it that time because I was supposed to do a reaction Monday to the draftees that got drafted to the Las Vegas Raiders, and I was not able to get it done. I was not able to get that done that Monday. But yeah, we're definitely back with it, and I'm going to share my screen at this moment. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. Boom, bam. All right, so hold up. Give me 1 second. All right, so here we go. So the second free agent that the Raiders want to go get is Raiders free agent Darrell Williams. Now, his 2021 stats regularly was he has 17 regular starts, 6 total penalties, and a 72.4 Pro Football Focus passing block grade. If I missed any comments, I am sorry because I am looking at it as well. So, Robert Nash, I am going to get to the Bradberry thing. I'm definitely going to get to the Bradberry thing. But we're talking about Darrell Williams. We're talking about the top 10 free agents that you could go get right now in free agency, probably after June 1st or June 2nd. So this is Darrell Williams, offensive tackle, former Buffalo Bill. And it says, as it stands that the Raiders have Brandon Parker and Jermaine Elamunor as their 2 right tackles. They could also decide to plug Alex Leatherwood back into that role as well. Another scenario is to pick up Darrell Williams, formerly of the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. Even though he's also played at guard, the Raiders would like to benefit from his experience at the tackle position. Pro Football Focus has Williams as being a solid pass blocking for the last 2 seasons, earning a 80% and a 72.4 grades respectively. He's shown flashes of brilliance at times, but opened up in running lanes and protecting the quarterback. And unfortunately, he's also been suspectable in the upper tier pass rushers who lead into the dust. Williams isn't the perfect tackle, but he is a solid one, but could be a stopgap solution for maybe 2 years, depending on what team is doing with Alex Leatherwood. Darrell Williams has been one of our favorites that the Raiders talked about a lot to go out and get in free agency. Now, according to what they said, if we're getting $35 million, right? If we are getting $35 million to $25 million after June 2nd, then that's a different story. I mean, we could probably pay him, like 10 of that, depending on how healthy he is and why he has not got picked up yet. But that's another story for another time. So the next Raiders free agent target is Bobby Massey, offensive tackle from the Chicago Bears. He had 13 regular season starts. One total penalty, and he had a 74.8 Pro Football Focus run grade. Now, it says the Denver Broncos offensive line struggled mightily in 2021 as a whole, but it may have been Bobby Massey held his own, especially in the run blocking, helping to lead Denver to 2,025 rushing yards. And McDaniel's offense will be looking to establish an identity on the ground, and having Massey get that going to be a smart play. Much like Williams, he's far from perfect, but he held down the starting job at the right tackle last season under Vic Fangio. But however, with Fangio out, it's unlikely that Denver retains his services. For the most part, Massey was effective when he saw it on the field. He allowed just 5 sacks last year, which is better than both Brandon Parker and Alex Leatherwood, who each had 8 sacks given up. At the age of 32, he will be a stopgap solution for the Raiders as they sort out what to do at the right tackle position. Hey, listen, we're going through the free agents right now, Jonathan. We're going through the free agents right now. This is other free agents outside of Bradberry that the Raiders should definitely look at. So these are the top 10. These are the top 10 that the Raiders should definitely go and look at when it comes to free agency. So not just Bradberry, but we looking at other ones as well. Because we still gotta look at offensive tackles. We still gotta look at offensive linemen. So in the last 3 free agents that we've seen right now is offensive linemen. And I think it's time to look. Bring back Nelson Aguilar. We'll see. Salute Spotlight and Raider Nation. What's going on? Snoop Hernandez, what's going on? 8 sacks each. Yes, Alex Leatherwood and Brandon Parker gave up 8 sacks each. And Bobby Massey, an offensive lineman from the Denver Broncos, only gave up 5 by himself. That's crazy. So that's 16 total sacks on Derek Carr between 2 offensive linemen, where one offensive lineman named Bobby Massey only had 5 by himself. I would take my chances because Illuminor is there and Parker is there, and we don't know what's going on with Denzel Good. They said that he's 100% healthy, but at the same time, I'm just not. That's just insane to me. So the next offensive lineman that they have is J.C. Tretter, offensive lineman from the Cleveland Browns. And they saying that in 2021 key stats, 16 regular season starts, 4 penalties, and 83.7 pass blocking grade for J.C. Tretter, offensive lineman from the Cleveland Browns. And they're saying that J.C. Tretter has been the Cleveland Browns starting center since 2017 and was a stalwart in the unit, but was cut this offseason due to financial reasons. A true leader and currently the NFLPA's president as a positive locker room presence. And he's an instant upgrade over Andre James. So other positives that despite him being 31 years old, Tretter could feasibly have another 3 to 4 years as a upper tier center. The issue with trying to sign Tretter is that he might cost, but considering the state of the Raiders offensive line, it would be worth it, along with one of the best pass blocking centers in the NFL for the last few years. Tretter has also been the key to the Browns' dominant rushing attack that accumulated 2,471 yards on the ground. Y'all can't tell me that J.C. Tretter is not a guy that the Raiders should definitely look at. The guy was part of a team that ran the ball for 2,400 yards last season. If we could get a veteran tackle, I think that would make a lot of sense. If we go get another tackle or another guard, but depth. But here we go. Everybody wanted to talk about this. James Bradberry, ladies and gentlemen. James Bradberry is the number 5th target that the Raiders are definitely looking at. Now, in his 2021 stats, 17 pass deflections, 4 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, and a 61.7 completion percentage allowed. So this is for James Bradberry. So let's definitely get into it. James Bradberry is probably one of the most sought after players following the draft. With the New York Giants has been able to secure a deal or a trade, he'll be all in likelihood to be released, which he was released on Monday. The Raiders secondary is younger and explosive, but the lack of depth at cornerback is a red flag. Rock Ya-Sin will likely hold down one side, but there are still concerns surrounding Trayvon Mullen, which we said this earlier about the cornerbacks being thin because Trayvon Mullen did get surgery on his foot again. Now, Bradberry has consistent been one of the better defensive backs in the NFL. A 2020 Pro Bowler, he had 47 pass deflections over the last 3 years and the 74th ranked player in the NFL's top 100 in 2021. And then Bradberry posted a 79.9 Pro Football Focus coverage grade in 2020 and was being exposed at times, and he surrendered 8 touchdowns in 2021. He'll be a solid addition to the Raiders backfield. What's going on, Coach Knight? What's going on, Coach Dante? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? So I'm not mad at us going to get James Bradberry. The only problem is that how much is he's willing to take? Because I think he's an unrestricted free agent, if I'm not mistaken. And I know he got plenty of bidders. I know the Commanders is looking at him. I know the Raiders is looking at him. And I think somebody else was looking at him too, if I'm not mistaken. I know it was 3 teams that was looking at him. So James Bradberry is definitely one of the top guys. So Jonathan said, I believe that 25 mil we get that post June will be re-signed. Renfro, Waller, and other players we have on our roster already. I can completely agree with that, but I think we're weak in certain areas that we definitely need to go out and get Bradberry. Get them on a Eagles. Eagles was another. It was so Eagles, Commanders, Raiders was the 3 teams that was interested in James Bradberry. So yeah, I mean, I can see us going to get out and get him, but if we don't have the financial situation and Bradberry want that bag, I don't see him being a Raider. I would love to see him be a Raider if we could get that bag for him, but I just don't see it. I know the Commanders was part of that Fish and Riffs too. The Commanders, Chiefs, Eagles, Raiders. So that's 4 teams that's looking into James Bradberry, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be a very, very, very interesting free agency for him. So another free agent target that's definitely still left on the board. This is a pretty interesting one, and I'm about to get to that, Robbie P. I'm definitely about to get to that. Jadeveon Clowney, another edge rusher. He had 9 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, and a 69.1 Pro Football Focus pass rush grade. Now, it's been times when we talked about Jadeveon Clowney coming to the Las Vegas Raiders. It's been plenty of times that he said that we thought that he was going to be a Raider. But this is what Just Blog Baby had to say about it, or this is according to them. So it says that the Raiders defensive line has gone through some significant changes from top to bottom, with Patrick Graham taking over our defensive coordinator. Schematically, how the team attacks the quarterback will slightly change with Chandler Jones coming on board. Jadeveon Clowney presence either side on the edges or as an outside linebacker would be a boost for the right price. Now, an underrated aspect for Clowney's game is the run-stopping department. He is a physical presence, and he sets the tone. He has accumulated plenty of experience. Now, Yannick Ngakoue was a liability in the run defense last year, so Jones presents an upgrade. At this point in his career, Clowney could also be an upgrade. However, he could be limited to just rushing the quarterback, which would keep him fresh and healthy at the same time. So, let's get into Clowney. Let's get into Clowney. Now, I like what they said at the end, that he could come in and be a role player. I think Jadeveon Clowney has came to the point that he's not a face of a franchise for a defense anymore. He knows that he's going to be more of a role player than he's going to be a star. I think you bring Jadeveon Clowney in as a rotational piece. I do not mind that. You know why? Because it keeps him healthy. He does not have to play every down, and on them 3rd down conversions, and he can stop the run. I do not mind it. He's good against the run, and that's something Yannick did not do well last year. So me thinking like, okay, you still got Trey Flowers out there. You still got Anthony Barr out there. You still have Deontay Hightower out there. You got a few people. Do have a few people that you could go out and get, even though he could play a little bit of the outside linebacker and just let him rush the quarterback and let him do it on 3rd down conversions or 3rd and 1, rotate him in. Why not? Why not give a shot at him? I think so far that the targets that we see in this top 10 free agents that the Raiders need to go get is good until this one right here. I am not a big fan of the Julio Jones, but we're going to talk about it anyway. I say no to Julio Jones, and let's see what Just Block Baby had to say about it. 2021 stats. He had 14 yards per reception, 31 receptions, and he only had one drop. Let's see what Just Block Baby had to say about going to get a wide receiver in Julio Jones. So this is what they had to say. The Raiders traded arguably the best NFL wide receiver this offseason in Devontae Adams. However, the team could still add another receiving option after opting to not draft one this past draft. Julio Jones is a two-time Pro Bowler who has seen his production drop significantly with injuries in a decade-plus career is taking a toll. Those concerns aside, if healthy, Jones can still be a viable option for the Raiders offense. He is one of the greatest wide receivers in history, and even after being hobbled, Jones still managed to average 14 yards per reception last season. The fact is that Jones would likely bounce back next season, being a third option behind Adams and Hunter Renfrow. He could be in the makings of an explosive offense. I don't know about this, man. I don't know about this because I think that Julio Jones wants to get paid like he still thinks he's a number one receiver. And he's definitely not a number one receiver in this league anymore. You're definitely a third down receiver. You're definitely a third receiver on this depth chart. You will be behind Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow. You would not be a number two. You'll barely be a number three at this point because the best ability is availability when it comes to Julio Jones. That's the biggest problem there. That's the biggest problem. Vinny Tyler said, yo, what's up, Spotlight? How are you today? What you think about getting another pass rusher like Melvin Ingram on the vet minimum? We'll talk about that. We're talking about actually the top 10 free agents the Raiders definitely are targeted at this point. So I'm going to go through them again and I'm going to read them off to y'all, but I'm not going to read the whole paragraph stuff and all that nature. But yeah, so this one here is pretty interesting. I just don't want a Julio Jones because he just stayed injured a bit too much. His hamstring is really giving out on him, and he's definitely getting up there in age. But 14 yards per reception, you can't deny that. I just think he's just washed at this point. I just think he's washed. And now he don't have no team as of right now. So if he's willing to take the minimum, at least like a 1-year deal instead of trying to chase a bag like you're the number one receiver, then bruh, you just have to go somewhere else with that. Simple as that. So the next one here, the number 8 free agent target is safety Landon Collins. I don't know about this one either. We're going to talk about this one too. We're definitely going to talk about this one. So Landon Collins, 2021 key stats. He had 2 interceptions at 82.5 Pro Football Focus run defense grade, a 74.4 Pro Football Focus pass rush grade, and then he had 7 tackles for loss in 2021. Collins is better. Listen, Eric Raiders, I disrespect Julio. I'm sorry. He's just not the same no more. I don't see him as a number 2 anymore. I see him as a number 3 or number 4 on the depth chart. That's just me. Because the best ability is availability. In the last couple of years, he has not been available. Until I say a full season healthy Julio Jones, that might change my mind. But right now, after the last 2 seasons that I saw with Julio, no. He's a number 3 or a number 4 at on the depth chart, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Don't get me wrong, he's one of the greatest to ever do it in his prime. One of the greatest to ever do it in his prime. But at the same time, Father Time is coming to Julio Jones. It really is. Father Time is coming. That's just my opinion. So let's get on to Landon Collins. The Raiders secondary, as it stands, will roll out Trayvon Merrick and Jonathan Abram as their safeties. Landon Collins is listed as a strong safety and been very versatile, which is important to Graham's scheme. He is capable of patrolling the field in the safety linebacker hybrid role as one of the better tacklers in the NFL. Now, Collins is a leader in the locker room presence that would benefit the Raiders' young secondary. Other aspects of Collins' game that would be indispensable is what brings a pass rusher, another pass rushing safety. He has a total of 38 blitzes over the last 2 years and 5 sacks and a forced fumble. Graham's defense in New York consistently brought their safeties on the line and blitz packages, which this defense is now being implemented in Las Vegas, and college could flourish in that potential role. You know what? I think I bought in. Now, the Patrick Graham loves the blitz. Now, if Landon Collins is still out there and he could fit this scheme, I could definitely see it. I could definitely see the Raiders looking at Landon Collins on a small deal. Go get him. Why not? Go get him. We did at the safety position anyway. We moved Diablo from safety to play linebacker. So really the other two safeties out there, a teamer, Abram and Merrick, if I'm not mistaken. That's just my personal opinion when it comes to that. So it's another interesting one that we can look at when it comes to free agency. So the number 9 free agent target that's on our list here is another offensive lineman. And the Raiders definitely need to go look at offensive linemen here. They got to. So the Raiders free agent Quentin Spain, offensive lineman from Buffalo. Levitt is one too. I thought Levitt was more of a slot corner or something like that, but Levitt is a center. So you got Levitt and Teamer as the backups. Okay. It's nice little core back there for the safeties. So Quentin Spain, the offensive lineman from the Buffalo Bills, his key stats is 76.1 Pro Football Focus grade, and he only had 4 total penalties out of the whole season. So now this is what it says about Quentin Spain. Now Quentin Spain could come come in and be a complete snaps at the left guard position behind Denzel Good, that would bring him a run blocking powerness. And he said he was the key to the Cincinnati Bengals playoff run as it resulted in a Super Bowl appearance. Important fact of the Bengals offense in 2021 with their run game, which they totaled in 1,702 rushing yards on the year. And then it says Spain was opening up the holes consistently, getting into the defense second level, leading the way for Joe Mixon. Considering how McDaniels like to carry out this offense, having an anchor at the level of Spain could be a great upgrade. Definitely a crazy upgrade. I would love to get this guy right here. Over the last season, it definitely an upgrade for the Raiders as well. But if the money is right and the Bengals, for whatever reason, do not re-sign him, the Las Vegas Raiders needs to pounce on it right now. The Raiders need to go out and go get Spain at this moment. Go get him. Why not? Go get him. Or any offensive lineman that's on here like Darrell Williams and J.C. Treader, go get these guys, man. If they still free agencies, what are we waiting on? I think we're waiting on June 1st or June 2nd. That's what I'm really thinking we're living on. And this is a lot of people's guy that they wanted to see at the number 10 position, and that is Anthony Barr. Anthony Barr has 72 combined tackles and 3 sacks. So this is the last person that we need to go get, and that is Anthony Barr, linebacker from the Minnesota Vikings. Now, he does say this, that the linebacker group has gone largely unaddressed, with the biggest development being that Corey Littleton is going to get cut, which he ended up getting cut anyway. No linebackers were drafted, nor no major additions besides Chandler Jones is more of an edge rusher than a true linebacker, but systematically, he's a great fit under Patrick Graham. Now, Anthony Barr is just like Jones, who comes in. He also comes in and boosts the Raiders' pass rush, and he posted a 72.3 pass rush grade according to Pro Football Focus. Having been blitzed 64 times more in each season since 2018. His coverage skills are concerning, especially last season when he was often on highlight reels getting run over. Now, Anthony Barr's deficiencies in coverage is enough to cancel out what he could do as far as a pass rushing only. And I think the only Raiders will have to answer that. Now, with Anthony Barr, we got some good tight ends in this division. We shouldn't let Morrow go. I'm gonna get into that, Doc Holliday. I'm definitely gonna get into that. It's so much talent the Raiders are passing up on. It's ridiculous. It's a lot of talent guys that's still available, and I think the reason why they still available, I think it's the reason. It's a reasoning. I think a lot of people are waiting to that June 1st or June 2nd salary cap to open up to go get more people in free agency. That's just my absolute opinion. I think that a lot of teams are falling back into all the players that they cut, all the players that they release, they get that salary cap money back. So hopefully we could go out and get half of these guys here, man. Half of these guys, I did not mind anybody on here. A lot of these guys is worth it. A lot of these guys is worth it. What did June say? Let me go back to it. I don't know what June said, but thoughts on Hightower. I like him personally. I just think Hightower's up there in age. And I think the Raiders like organization want to mix up old and new. They don't want to make it unbalanced. They want to balance the old and new when it comes to the Raiders. They want to have those vets that's been there, that's won championships, that been the NFC conference games, AFC conference games. They want to have those type of leaders. But then you have those younger guys that's still trying to learn the ropes, learn the scheme, learn the playbook. Because, you know, a lot of these veterans in the NFL, they know the plays. It's just the verbiage is different. And that's what the college football players that comes into the draft, they got to learn the verbiage. They have to learn the scheme. They have to learn the audibles. It's really you playing chess when it comes to football. You're playing chess. Oh, I get you, Carlos. My bad. I definitely get you, Carlos. I apologize. I definitely apologize for that. But they are your top 10 free targets. Your top 10 targets for the Las Vegas Raiders. How y'all feel, man? Make sure y'all put in the comments below. Put in the chat. Out of those 10 that I named, those 10 free agents that the Raiders could probably still go get after June 1st or June 2nd, put in the comments of the one guy that stood out to you in that list. Tell me the one guy that stood out to you in that list. I would love to know. I would love to know. All right, so let's go do Kenny Young. Let's talk about him, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure y'all put y'all comments in the comments of what free agent that y'all liked. Spain, Clowney, I see. Make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Come on in and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. If this is your first time being at this channel, we definitely suggest that you subscribe, hit the bell button, and get the latest news and all Raiders news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still waiting for it. Good topic today. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Vinny. I really do appreciate that, brother. I really do appreciate that. I'm trying to go to Kenny Young here. Kenny, I'm gonna stop sharing this real quick because my computer is slowing up. So Anthony Barr and Landon Collins for me. You know what? I'm not mad at that. Thoughts on Ndamukong Suh? The question is he going to go back to Tampa? What is he going to do as of right now? Because right now I don't know if any team's interested. They really died down. Oh, so you didn't hear all 10. Okay. Let me go back to it then. No Antonio Brown. No Antonio Brown. Let me go back to him. So here we go. So these are the top 10 free agents that the Raiders should go and target. So you have the Raiders, you got a defensive back. The first one was Jaquisi Tart, the D-back that played at San Francisco 49ers. So that is definitely one. Then you have offensive tackle Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams is another one that's the second one that they have as far as the free agent target. Number 3, you have Bobby Massey, the offensive tackle for the Bears/Denver Broncos, another offensive tackle there. Number 4, you had J.C. Tretter. J.C. Tretter, a good center, a good offensive lineman from the Cleveland Browns. That's another free agent that they have out there. And then number 5 was James Bradberry. Y'all know how y'all feel about James Bradberry. Yeah. Right now, Mom, I'm all right. James Bradberry is another one. And then Javion Clowney is an edge rusher, another one that they looked at. That was the number 6. Target number 7 was Julio Jones. Target number 8. All right, so target number 8 was definitely Landon Collins. Target number 9 was Quentin Spain, offensive lineman. And target number 10 was Anthony Barr. So he said he's not going back to Tampa. Okay, Kenny Raiders. He did say he was not going back to Tampa. Okay. So 5'5" Cadillac says Julio can still play if healthy, is still at least 4'4" or 4'5", 40 receiver. I commented yesterday about the Cowboys adding him. I don't see the Cowboys adding him because the Cowboys don't got no money. They don't got no money. They just don't. Players was leaving left and right in free agency when it came to the Dallas Cowboys. Nelson Aguilar is not a free agent, y'all. So we can't say Nelson Aguilar. You can't add Nelson Aguilar to the list until he's released. So with that being said, do I mind Nelson Aguilar coming back? No, I do not mind it. But Nelson Aguilar is not going to be a number 1 receiver. I don't think he wants to come here if he's not a number 1. He was a number 1 for us here, even though we did have, Henry Ruggs at the time and we had all these other guys. But Nelson Aguilar getting released by the Patriots and then coming to the Raiders, why not? Let him get that career year again, because he definitely didn't have the same year that he had with Mac Jones than he had with Derek Carr. Let's just keep it a buck. That's just keep it a buck there. Nelson Aguilar's best year is with the Raiders. He didn't do crap for the Philadelphia Eagles. He ain't doing nothing for the New England Patriots. Just come home. Just come home. Just come home. Nelson Aguilar, just come home. This is where your career is. That's why you was able to get the contract that you got in New England, because you was with the Raider Nation, Nelson Aguilar. Come on now. Come on home. Come on home, my guy. Come on home. But before we get into another topic, before we start talking our shit as we usually do on the Spotlight Raiders Talk, Number Raiders episode 3, bro, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time ever being at the Spotlight Raiders Talk YouTube page, we definitely do suggest that you subscribe, hit the bell button, and get the latest news in all Raiders news, ladies and gentlemen. And make sure y'all go check out my last 2 videos that I put out today about Nick Wachowski possibly coming back to the Las Vegas Raiders on a smaller deal. And we talked about Rock Ya-Sin. Is Rock Ya-Sin the key to the Raiders defense? He can be, because he's very young. That's the thing. He's very, very young, and Rock Ya-Sin is a dog. He's only been in the league for 3 years, and he's been a dog. He's been a dog. So, hey, why not? Why not? Jonathan said, I think Darrell Williams, Bradberry, OBJ wouldn't be available to midseason. Will put the cherry on top for free agent. Now, I would switch that. See, this is my thing. I would take OBJ out of there and just keep Darrell Williams and Bradberry. Because me personally, I would love to go get another receiver, but I'm not getting a guy that's not going to be available to me to midseason. If I want a guy, I want to make sure that he's healthy to play by week 1. At least healthy by week 1. You get what I'm saying? So basically, you're going to want to have a receiver that's going to be reliable, because OBJ's not going to be reliable at the time. Julio not going to be reliable. He still has a hamstring injury. He even had his injury when he was down in Atlanta. And then that's why Atlanta kind of got rid of him, because he wasn't available. And then on top of that, injuries killed Julio Jones. It killed them. It killed them clearly. So That's what it is there. I'll let you pick which right tackle, corner, and bar, but I always liked Julio. Nah. Julio Jones is done. Salute Spotlight. Roasted Raider, what's going on, Roasted Raider? Thank you for tuning into the show. Thank you for all the new people that's in the show. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button. Get all notifications for the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Make sure y'all do that. If you do want to become a member, the memberships have not updated yet, but if you still want to be a part of the Spotlight Raiders Talk memberships, the link is definitely in the description, or you can hit the subscribe, the join button right next to the subscribe button. Derek has says, keep going, bro. You're one of the one-man wrecking crew with this Raiders talk. I just come here to talk Raiders, man. I'm not coming here to talk nothing else, man. If it ain't Raiders, it don't matter. I do all that other stuff on my second channel on the Spotlight Sports Network, but on this channel alone, it's just Raiders, man. It's just Raiders. That's what we do here. We talk Raiders football. That's the best thing to do, is to talk Raiders football at the end of the day. Julio and OBJ is done. I don't think OBJ is done Dominique Fowler. I just feel like it's unfortunate the way he went out in the Super Bowl. Because if you look at the year that he had with the Rams, he was having a good year. He was having a good year. He was playing his role. He knew that Cup was one of his Stafford number one target. But when he got the opportunity to play, he was balling in the Super Bowl before he got hurt. I'm not a hater on, that's my thing. See, look, even TD saying Julio is washed. Hell yeah, keep up the great work and the great conversations, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. I try not to be repetitive. That's all it is. I try not to be repetitive. I'm not a Julio hater, Lucky JM. I'm not a Julio hater. I was a big fan of Julio coming out of college. I thought he was going to be a very dominant receiver, which he was. But sometimes Father Time has to come up with you. And I think Father Time is getting to him because he's the best ability is availability. So you got to be realistic with yourself. Like, do we really want to go get a guy that's not going to be available to us? That's why I say no. Do not go get an OBJ. No, do not go get a Julio Jones. But I would take Emmanuel Sanders over them right now because he's available. He's available to start. He's available to start week one because Emmanuel Sanders is one of those veteran receivers that could give you numbers. Numbers don't lie, and he could definitely stay on the field. I would take a receiver right now that can stay on the field and be productive than take a Julio Jones and an OBJ that will never see the field because of injuries. I would take a Landry too. You know what I'm saying? I would take a Landry. You got to make it make sense, man. Robbie P8330 says, thoughts on trading for Joe Hayden from the Steelers? The stats are 72% completion rate allowed, a 108 receiving yards allowed, 1 TD allowed, 2 PBUs, 153 pass rusher rating, and allowed. Okay, so this is what I will say about Joe Hayden. I thought Joe Hayden was a free agent, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he's still on that Steelers roster, Robbie P. I thought he was a free agent according to Sports Illustrated that I read an article today, and it was saying that Joe Hayden was one of those guys that's still a free agent, like Kyle Fuller and Xavier Rose, and I forgot the other guy named. His name was Trey, but I don't think it was Trey Flowers. Don't get me the line, but hey, it is what it is. Hell yeah, OBJ was going off in the Super Bowl before he got hurt. That's a fact. That's a known fact. If the Raiders want to win, they need to pick up Bradberry. The Raiders are not good enough on defense to win. Sometimes, you know what? And let me just be honest with you here, bro. Sometimes you don't have to have the best players to win a football game. You don't need the best players. Long as they execute as like they were the best players on the field, that's all that mattered to me. Sometimes the Raiders don't have to go out and get a big splash. Sometimes those depth pieces mean something. You gotta have at least 1 or 2 stars on a defense and on an offense, but all 11 players don't have to be that. They can actually work off of what the stars is doing. You know what I'm saying? So Bradberry will be a great pickup, but I don't think the Raiders are going to break their pockets for a guy They gave up 8 touchdowns last season. So Bradberry has some pros and cons. He's not a perfect corner. He's not. But I mean, if the Raiders is giving him a minimum contract, then we could talk. That's another thing that we could talk about. Keep going, bro. Facts. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Derek Has. Appreciate that. Then Landry signed. I don't think he signed anywhere. But if Landry is still out there, go get a Jarvis Landry. I would definitely go get a Jarvis Landry any day. I would get him over Julio Jones right now because the best ability is availability. I'm sorry that I'm getting to these comments so late because we just talking on here. We just talking. Landry is still out there. Landry's want money. That's the thing. These players are going to want money. That's why I think these players are holding out to June 1st or June 2nd because that's when they get the rest of their salary cap. It's funny. We need to stay on track and get what we need at the best position, not trying to break the bank. Yo, facts. We got to go out and get offensive lineman, go get a linebacker, go get a corner. But I think me personally, I'm really concerned about the offensive line. Yes, we did get Dylan Parham in the draft. I'm fine by that, but I still think we need more depth there. And the more linemen you got, the better it is. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The better the line, the line, one thing I can say, you will have a better line if you go out and get people like that. Hayden is old now. He's not on the Steelers. He's a free agent. I figured that. I figured he was a free agent. Spotlight Jones is for sure number 3 if he goes to the Raiders. And on another team, maybe a number 2, but getting inquired a lot. So age is getting to him. Like I said, Julio Jones right now, if he comes to the Las Vegas Raiders, he'll be a 3 or a 4 on the depth chart. I'm just being honest. I'm not hating. I'm just being honest. I think he's still a free agent. Yes, he is. No OBJ, Julio. They want too much. I would get Fuller if we need another wide receiver. I don't know. Me personally, give me Emmanuel Sanders, bro. That guy is balling out. Fuller may give you 3 players before injury. 3 players. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Also, I'm going to say another name, John Ross III, one of the quickest players in super deep threat. Thoughts on him? No. I had this whole issue with John Ross for years now. This guy is just fast. He cannot run routes. This guy is just fast. No John Ross. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I can't go and go with John Ross, bro. He's just fast. He can't run no damn routes. That's why he's a bust in this league. He's a bust in this league. I cannot go and get no John Ross. Absolutely not, bro. I think he's injury prone. I just can't do it. I don't want Ross to be a Raider. I don't see that. Like I said before, Emmanuel Sanders seems like the logical at this point. The guy is productive. He's very productive. And he's better than John Ross. Let's just be honest here. Ross been hurt since his combine. Like, come on. If Nelson comes in, do you think he'll beat out Edwards for his reps? Ooh, that's a good question, Jonathan. That is a good question, brother. And I think so. I think Aguilar comes in and beats out Brian Edwards. I think he does. If he gets released by the New England Patriots, the only problem with Aguilar is Aguilar wants to be a number 1. And the problem with Aguilar is he could have stayed a number 1 if he would have stayed in Las Vegas. Let's just be real. If he would have stayed, I understand why he left Las Vegas because of Mike Mayock and John Gruden's debacle. I can completely understand that because I would have did the same thing. I did not want to, if I'm Nelson Aguilar, I did not want to be a part of an organization that has so much going on. That's why he really left. I think he did not want to leave Las Vegas, but I think he left Las Vegas because of Gruden and Mayock. I'm being completely honest. When our O-line made bad mistakes as far as Carr fumbling on sacks, Miller is our culprit. Yeah. Nelly would be a number 2. Facts. He'll be a number 2 right now. Oh, yeah, you can keep going. Keep going. Take the dog. Take the dog. No, because I put them right back in. Yeah, you can watch those. That's fine. Yeah, they my black jeans. Yes. I got them on. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Mama Spotlight is in here, y'all. Sorry. Yeah. Aguilar knows he won't be a number 1 with Adams. That's a fact. They need to let Ty Johnson get a chance. You know what, Mark Thomas? You is absolutely right, brother. You're absolutely right. Tyler Johnson needs to get a shot because that boy is fast. That boy is fast and he can run routes. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Yeah, we know he left for the Black Dark Raider. We know he left for the bag. We know that. That should be 1 load. You should be good with that. Hold up. Check them black jeans before you put them in. And can you get that hoodie? That hoodie right? No, not that one. Yes, it is. You're touching it. It's a different color hoodie. Not a hoodie. Not a hoodie. I'm not talking about that. Well, you need to get up because I don't feel. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, not. Yeah, I think I got my stuff in here. Well, I'm gonna try to mess that out anyway. All right, this right here. Yeah, what's the color? It's cold water though. It's all cold water. Yeah, because I have to wash that because that I got caught in the rain with that. All right, that's it. You do your white shit yourself. I'm not doing this. That's fine. This not. I don't go back out to like 6:30. This one though. Okay. All right. I apologize, Mama Spotlight. Mama Spotlight was in the way. I'm sorry, y'all. But he left because ultimately New England gave him the bag. He wasn't gonna get paid that much. It's more to it, Dominique 5. It's more to it. Let's just be realistic there. Damn, I kind of like John Ross. That dude could turn up. But one of his practice dudes is stupid fast. That's the problem with us. That's the problem with us Raiders fans. That's the problem with us Raiders fans. Just because the receiver is fast doesn't mean he's great. That's my problem. People think that when you're fast, you can run routes. You don't have to be the fastest person in the league to run routes. You don't have to. Hunter Renfrow is not fast, but he run way better routes than John Ross. The Raider Nation said happy late Mother's Day, Mom. They said thank you. Yeah, I heard you, Mom. I heard you. Yeah, I heard you. It's all good. Mark, yes, agreed 100. Salute Mama Spotlight. Yes, Mama Spotlight was in the building, y'all. LOL. Can I get some of my shit with your low? You know what, Fisher Ritz? I don't know, brother. I don't know, brother. It's a possibility, man. It's definitely a possibility. Ross is a bump, can't catch, always injured. Thank you, Dark Raider. Thank you, bro. Speed is the Raiders' way. We love speed, but we brainwashed from Al. Yes, we do love speed, but you gotta have good route running with speed. You got to have talent with speed. Sometimes you can have the fastest speed in the world, but you don't have no talent. So we go out and go get no talent, but he got speed. And then we be like, oh, this guy is a bust. We should never drafted him. We can't be doing this to ourselves, Raider Nation. We can't be doing this to ourselves. Let's just be realistic there. Devontae Adams could definitely, he's a deep ball guy. He can run every route, but he can definitely catch the deep ball. That's the one thing I like about Devontae Adams. He's not a one-dimensional receiver. He's not. Well, you see how the Baylor prospects turned out in the NFL. Hello. You don't even see a lot of Baylor prospects. Fish and Ritz. LOL, that was a say. Oh, I know y'all saw it. I know y'all saw it. If 85, you peeped it. You peeped it, my guy. You definitely peeped it. You definitely peeped it, my guy. I see the Raiders' weapons getting hurt, just like how the Cowboys and their weapons, just like the Raiders' luck that we won't see Renfro, Waller, and Adams play together very long. We will. See, you think that this is going to be a 1-year thing with Waller and Renfro. I think, me personally, if we don't go get anybody else in free agency, right? That $20 million, that $25 million is going to go towards keeping Renfro or keeping Waller here for longer years. I could actually see that happening. The Raiders don't need a route runner. We need someone to take off the top, which is completely understandable. But you can't take off the top if you don't know how to route run. What if you don't know how to run a double move? How can you take somebody off the top if you don't know how to run a double move? Robbie P is funny, yo. Robbie P is funny. Exactly. I don't know who itched to his cereal. I like to make sure my stuff is good, man. I like to make sure my stuff is good. You feel me? Breaking news spotlight is going to share some with me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We can share. We could definitely share. We could do that. We could do that. Develop our own, pay our own, ideally talk. Facts. I think a few of our UDFAs will shine, including the wide receivers. Yes, I think we got a wide receiver from Ball State, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't actually do a breakdown of them yet. I'm trying to find time to do it, to do the UDFA's breakdown of player profiles. I'm trying to do that. It's just hard. I'm trying to get some time to do it. Pass the Dutchie. Carlos, pass the Dutchie, bro. I know, right? I mean, listen, I only do it when my mind is going crazy. When my mind's going crazy, then that's a hurt piece. You know what I'm saying? I gotta smoke it out. Smoke it out. If a fast receiver can't catch, safeties won't drop. Talk about it. Hunger Games. What you think about Jacob Johnson? I'm a former fullback. I love it. The fact that we did not go and bring Alec Ingold back, because I loved him too. I think he's gonna be a good fullback. And Josh McDaniels likes to run the ball. He likes to do I formation. He likes to do single. He likes to do shotgun. So Josh McDaniels is gonna be all over the place with their fullback. He's big. He's tough. So I mean, hey. Trey Turner from Virginia Tech, another guy that's in UDFA that I really like. I think we did really well with our undrafted free agents, and even though that hopefully one of these guys can make the team. I mean, Trey Reagans was one of those guys. Madre Harper back in the day was another guy that made the 53-man roster. It's some players that's an undrafted free agent that made the roster. Andre James was another one. So hey, we work out with undrafted free agents. Spotlight, I need the source, or is it top secret? It's top secret, bruh. It's top secret. It's top secret, bruh. It's definitely top secret. Definitely. Definitely top secret. So you mean daily? What you mean by that, Fisher Ritz? What I mean, the Raiders in the last 3 years has been the most injured teams in the league. You can't deny that. So what's going to change it? Depth. We need depth at the positions. That's the only way we're going to change it. Is depth. If we can't go out and go get depth, then that's going to be an issue for us, like it was last year. We had to go out and sign people mid-season, like Trufant and those guys. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at this time, you're going to see it differently now. Oh yeah, you're good. You're going to definitely see it differently now. A friend needs a friend indeed. Fisher Ritz, I can't with you, man. This secondary is tried. This is the secondary trial for this head coach, and I think the Raiders will make the playoffs based on the ingenuous play calling. Nah, it got to be all three phases for us to make the playoffs, man. It got to be all three phases. It got to be special teams. People don't talk about special teams enough. In my opinion, I feel like you need to talk about the special teams because in football, you just can't play defense. You just can't play offense. You got to play special teams. That's punting. That's kicking. That's kick return. That's punt return. That's kickoff. That's kickoff return. You need that to win the game. That's the third phase. And me as a former coach, hey, you have to do that. You got to have all three phases of the game. Breaking news, Spotlight is the source for multiple things, sports and weed. You know what? Robbie, leave me alone. Robbie, leave me alone. Leave me alone. No more offense. We need a dog linebacker. We need dogs in the trenches, bro. We do need a linebacker, Marcus. I can completely understand. And we talked about this in the free agency earlier in the show. Anthony Barr was up there as a free agent. I can completely understand we do need linebacker, but we definitely need some depth at the offensive line position. We're pretty weak there. I'm just going to be honest. We're pretty weak there. You said you only smoke when you feeling crazy. So no, only smoke when I'm like not feeling crazy, but like if I feel like I'm getting into that mental health mindset, it kind of clears me up for the mental. If I feel like I'm about to be down and I feel like I don't want to do anything and I'm getting into the depression mode, that saves me. That saves me. And it makes me think in a positive way. I'm not going to even lie. Most teams that win all stay healthy. I disagree with that. I completely disagree with that. Depth. Yes, we definitely need depth. How worried you about Mark Davis BS? Should we be? I did not really want to address the whole Mark Davis thing. About Vertel or Ventrell or how you pronounce his name. I did not really want to address it, but I have to say is that it's really up to the NFL. I think Mark Davis kind of put himself in a situation where it looks bad on him. And I'm not really a big fan of Mark Davis. I'm really not. Sometimes I told him to sell the team and get a new owner. Fall back. Because sometimes he thinks about his pockets instead of the product on the football field. And that's just my personal opinion. He thinks about what's going on the outside, what's going on at Allegiant Stadium, but is he really focusing on the Raiders winning games on a consistent basis? That's my problem with Mark Davis. That's why I say commitment to profit instead of commitment to excellence, because we have not been excellence in so long. Our Allegiant Stadium looks like a goddamn house party. It really does. It's like a goddamn house party. Just because of what Mark Davis and his ideas. So, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I think we should be concerned, but don't be concerned until actually some actual facts comes out. That's just me. Exactly. We don't know if that depth are any good. We're just assuming anyone looks good before the season. That's a fact. What's going on, Sebastian? Sebastian, what's good? More TDs, facts. What's Gucci, bro? I'm chilling, man. We need dogs everywhere. Facts. We need dogs everywhere. I completely agree. I completely agree. We need dogs everywhere. We got the UDFA Darian Butler. Look, he got my name. He got Darian Butler. See, that's not my last name, but Darian is my first name. So yeah, I feel you. We all the same way. Facts. Going out for a walk and getting outside is just important. True. It is. And that's what I do. I walk and I smoke. That's what I do. I walk and I smoke. The Raiders better get one of them top corners in great coverage. Linebacker is going to show this season and it wears on. Facts. I'm gonna get to y'all comments, y'all, because y'all definitely coming in and commenting. I'm pretty sure most teams would make it depth on the roster. I really don't see any teams making it without. True. Our trenches will be lethal. Watch. That's all I care about. If it ain't, listen, that's the only way you win football games. If you're in the trenches, you win them on the offensive line and the defensive line. Without the trenches, you don't have. Now, if you're on the offensive side of the ball, without the offensive line, you don't have a quarterback. You don't have a receiver. You don't have a running back. You don't have a tight end. You don't have slots. You don't have none of that if you don't have an offensive line. On the defense side of the ball, if you don't have a defensive line, you don't have linebackers. You don't have corners. You don't have safeties. You don't have an offensive line to kick a football to get us 3 points or win the game. It starts in the trenches. Simple as that. Mark Davis has the Jerry West syndrome. Oh, God. So what? I don't know what you mean by that. Fish's spotlight I be rolling, be looking the whole steam room. Opening up the bathroom window and it looked like the bathroom is on fire. I'm on that Snoop stuff, which is not a bad thing, to be honest. I can. Bro, to be fair, we have struggled to put good teams together because of cash flow going forward. We shouldn't have that problem. Well, Mike Mayock was overpaying some of these players. And I think Dave Ziegler is trying to clean it up. He's just trying to clean it up at this point. So Carl Nassib was overpaid. I love Carl Nassib. I'm kind of mad that we had to release him because of his contract. Mike Mayock really got us into some bad contracts with these players. So I guess we're going to have to rebuild as far as our financial state go. But hey, I think they're going to try to go the Patriots way as the Raiders way now. Nice to meet you, Darian. No problem, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. M85, he has been making great investments since landing in Vegas. For what I've seen, he sure duped into Gruden, and he's right at that ship. He did. I hope I spelled it right. It's Darion. So it's Darian without. He spelled it Darian. I spelled it Darion. Walk and smoke and talk that shit. Spotlight facts, man. As far as I'm concerned, okay. How stupid do the Raiders have to not have a top pick, not pick up a veteran right tackle? Money. But I've got a feeling a lot of these offensive linemen are still free agents for a reason. There is something going on why all these free agents are still available. But you got to look at it. June 1st, that's going to change. Be patient with it. June 1st, that is going to change. I promise you that. I truly believe that Zeus will take an NFL team by storm. You're talking about Zamir White, right? Marcus Armstead? I'm sorry. I feel like Shaq Barrett should have been signed instead of signing Nassib. But Nassib, even though I was kind of like on the edge when we first got Carl Nassib, but he turned out to be very productive for us. I just think we overpaid him. That's the only problem. I just think we overpaid for him. Gruden and Mayock could never pull off the trade with Adams. Absolutely not. Talk that shit. Listen.
Touchdown, Raiders!
I'm sorry. You are on point with that. John Gruden and Mike Mayock would never pulled off getting Devontae Adams. I'm going to do that again.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Man, you was right on point with that one. Bruh. Fish is all over in Cali. It's hard to top, bro. I got the biggest joint ever seen. Boy, I still don't know what happened that day. The last thing I remember was lighting it up. Yes. So check it. What's up with DK Metcalf? Ooh. I don't know. I have not heard any recent rumors about DK. I don't see the Raiders going after DK. I think DK wants to be a number one in a different city. And I'm sorry to say, but I think we won't see DK Metcalf as a Raider. As long as we got Devontae Adams here, DK will not be here. I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel like the NFL told Green Bay to make that trade happen. They want us to hush. Hey, I don't think John Gruden and Mike Mayock would have pulled that off. I'm just being honest. Sorry, bro. I meant to say that the Mac contract didn't have the cash and we had the cap space, just not the cash flow. Okay. I get what you're saying now. Absolutely. Also, underrated signing was Jayon Brown. Yes, that was an underrated signing. But you see that we had, when we had the last name Brown on the Raiders recently, not in history, but recently, bro, come on. We cannot have no more Browns on this team, man. Trent Brown, Antonio Brown, John Brown. Those last three guys, man, I tell you, they do not deserve to be. Three did not deserve to be Raiders, bro. I'm just going to be completely honest. They did not deserve to be Raiders at all. For the rest of our tender here, we said being in Vegas, we'll have all the cash flow and cash space we need. Yeah, you're right about that. All the money in the picks that Gruden and Mayock effed up the shit, and we should have some money back. Give us that $100 million back. How about that? Spotlight, please give me your keys to beating each team in our division and beat our division individually. I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to wait until around preseason. I can't make that bold prediction right now because we still have teams in our division still signing players like us, like the Chargers, like the Broncos, like they all like. Hold on, yo, hold on. I'm gonna call you back because I'm live right now. Yes, I'm live right now. I'm gonna call you back. Okay. So phone call. Sorry. Let me send her the link real quick. My bad. I apologize. Well, we got 68 likes. Let's get to 100 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 100 likes and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. Spotlight Sports. Spotlight Raiders Talk. I'm thinking of Spotlight Sports Network at this moment. Jesus Christ, man. But basically, let me just send this message to her real quick. All right, cool. That message is sent. Micah Kaiser is legit. It's everywhere. Thank you, Lord, for that. Facts. Fish and Riffs, I subscribed and like. Thank you so much, bro.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Thank you so much, bro. I really do appreciate it. But Mark Thomas, going back to your question, I just can't make that bold prediction. What is the keys of beating each team in our division at this moment? Once we get through that 53-man roster and get through the preseason, we could definitely identify what we could do to beat each team in our division individually. Spotlight, to be honest, who can we get that you can say very confidently that we are the best in our division if we get these X players? That is a good question, Robbie.
Touchdown, Raiders!
I think Bradberry would be another. Bradberry would be one. Anthony Barr would be one. Landon Collins would be one. The guy Spain, Quentin Spain, the offensive lineman from Buffalo. Yeah, I think it's more of the trenches for me. Or J.C. Treader, the center, from the Cleveland Browns. You know what I'm saying? So I can really say there's only a few pieces. I think we're a few pieces away. I think we still need to go out and get some corners. There's some young corners out there, but I think right now the ones that I named, I think that could definitely take us over the top, and get XYZ players. And Emmanuel Sanders, and I'm a vouch for Emmanuel Sanders as much as possible. I am going to vouch for it. Take a look at him, Mike. Come on, Josh McDaniels. Take a look at him. Take a look at Emmanuel Sanders. Everywhere he played, he dominated. Everywhere he played, he dominated. And he did so well with Buffalo last year, bruh. Go get a guy like Emmanuel Sanders to go up with Waller, Tyler Johnson, and all these wide receivers that we have. Carr will have so many weapons. He'll have so many weapons. Come on. Getting Bradberry would be nice if we can afford him. That's a fact. That's another one. Larry Brown, neither. Now Willie Brown, Tim Brown will be all right. Yeah. That whole video's worth. What you mean? M85? I don't know what you mean by that. The Mag 59. Do you feel like the Raiders are set at cornerback? No. I don't think the Raiders are set at cornerback, in my opinion. I don't think they are. I think they need to go out and get Bradberry, go out and get a veteran corner, or go out and get somebody young that's available. But I don't think we're set. I don't think we're set at corner. I think we need to go get depth pieces, and depth pieces that have talent that could come in and be impactful. So we got to go out and get some people, man. Our edges look good. Either the interior D-line where it needs to be. Slapback says, stop talking, getting very turned in the barn. It's time to develop talent and have this fantasy talk. I mean, hey, he asked the question and I answered it, bro. I answered it. Also, Anthony Everett, I'm telling you, will be a major key to our defense. I watched him a lot last season because I swear he looked like Arnett, but he is very good at signing. Yes, I think that was a very underrated signing. And we got him on a cheap deal. I think it was a very underrated signing from him. We didn't break the bank with him, and I think he's definitely going to come in and help this secondary. Break it down each division opponent. Okay, but I can't do that right now. There's so much questions you can ask about all four teams in the division. I can't really don't get me wrong, the Chargers did well in free agency. The Broncos, they went out and finally got their quarterback, but they lost a weapon in Noah Fant. The Chiefs lost the Honey Badger, but they brought in Juju Smith-Schuster. So they brought some talent. Defensively, they really, I think it was Eric Reed or Josh Reed or something like that. They brought in on defense. Not really too impressed with it, but I think the Chargers and the Raiders did win the division so far when it comes to free agency. It's us and then it's the Chargers because Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the division, hands down. Carr has enough weapons. We need to focus on the offensive line and defense. Facts. But I just feel like everybody keep talking about how Brian Edwards is not a number 2. That's why I keep bringing up Emmanuel Sanders, because I used to vouch for Brian Edwards, but I got to see how he flourished in Josh McDaniels' offense. We nowhere near set or finished yet. I don't think we are either. I definitely don't think we are. Casey Hayward seems like a good veteran corner. Wait, we let him go. Yeah, we did. We did, bro. We actually we didn't let him go. He only had a 1 year contract with us, and I thought he was going to follow Gus Bradley in Indianapolis, and he did. Surprisingly, he did not follow Gus Bradley, but Faison did. Of course, Yannick is going to follow him because they did trade to him. But I thought a lot of those former Chargers players or Legion of Doom players that played for Gus Bradley on other teams was going to follow them when we bought them um from other teams to the Raiders. Like I thought Roger Teamer was not going to stay with the Raiders either. I thought Teamer was going to go to Indianapolis and be with Gus Bradley, but he didn't. He stayed with the Raiders. I'm not even going to lie. I think the Broncos will be last in the division. I'm not buying Wilson. I'm sorry, I have to say it. I'm not predicting it right now. I think I think they still would have got Russell Wilson if they didn't give up Noah Fant. But they had to give up a player for all those draft picks that they gave up. So, I mean, you never know. Jack Kenner, what's going on, brother? What is going on, brother? What's goody? What's goody? Bro, I'm still mad we let Casey walk for kind of nothing. I kind of feeling that was going to happen. I'm gonna be completely honest. I really thought that was going to happen because we only had him on a 1 year deal. It was like the minimum, and I think the Atlanta Falcons was paying more than probably what we was going to give him. But I did like Casey Hayward. He was a great corner for us, and I loved it. I loved it, but sometimes you got to move on, man. Sometimes you have to move on. We had Rasul Douglas last year too, and I'm not going to be getting to Rasul Douglas. I'm not going to be getting into it. I am not going to piss myself off. I'm just not going to do it because Rasul Douglas, we had him, we cut him. He was a Pro Bowl with the Packers. I just don't understand it, Las Vegas. I just didn't understand it. Rasul Douglas, he got cut by the Raiders. He was a Pro Bowl this past season. What are we doing? What are we doing? There's Kenna. Right. There's Kenna. So according to their scheme, not the final roster, Denver has a new coach. So we might not know theirs. Right. We might. They got a whole new coach. They have a whole new scheme. We got a whole new coaching staff. I think the only two teams that don't have a whole new coaching staff is Chargers and Chiefs. They kept their coaching staff intact. And now the Raiders and the Broncos have two brand new staffs in their organization. So it's going to be really interesting to see. It's going to be really interesting to see. And Fish, salute to you, brother. Salute. Keith Brown, what's going on, Keith Brown? Can that blame go to Gruden for letting go of Douglas? Yes. You could blame Gruden and you could blame Mayock. Because we had talent in the secondary and we let him go. I could definitely blame John Gruden with that. Definitely can. I sure can. I changed my profile pic for you, bro. But for you, bro, Jack Kenner. Okay. But make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, y'all. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk. I know that my boy, I gotta say it, Mitchell Renz is live. My boy is live, but of course he's gonna have those type of people. He's gonna have a big crowd. They got 113K over there. Shout out to the Raiders report. The Raiders report with Mitchell Renz. Shout out to him. Really do appreciate it, man. Really do appreciate you being a part of it. But make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel. Please do, because it's definitely going to be daily videos. If I'm not live streaming, it's going to be daily videos every single day. Robert P says, matter of fact, I'm willing to make a bet that they are the last of the division. I'm a personal trainer and I work with many players in college and some NFL players. Wilson is out of shape. I am But it's all good. It's all good. So Marcus Armstar said Edwards will ball out simply because they have the focus on Parker, Waller, and Renfro, which we could probably say that they will demand opposing teams with the best three Bs, DBs, and what the team has 4 top-notch DBs. Interesting. That's interesting. Edwards, I'm trying to get Edwards the benefit of the doubt. You know, for the last couple of seasons, I've been trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. He looked good. Edwards looked good in preseason last year. He looked so good in preseason. And he disappointed me last season. Disappointed me. I mean, he had some big plays last year. So, I mean, hey, I'm vouching for one more year. One more year, Brian Edwards. Get your together, brother. Get your together. Lever Ali said he's not a hater. Why get a player that can't stay healthy? Thank you. Thank you, Leroy. Thank you. Thank you, bro. I don't want players that's going to be on the sideline 90% of the year. And that is Julio Jones. Mark my words. If we go get Julio Jones, he's only going to play about 5 games. 5 games. I bet you that. Mark Thomas, I'm sorry. Oops. I am so sorry, Mark Thomas. He said, I really respect you a lot in your opinion. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. So I appreciate that, man. I really hope that you are subscribed to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I really hope so. So I really do appreciate it, man. Team Raider, what's going on, Team Raider? What's up, my guy? The chemistry between Carson and Adams is different, like Burrow and Chase. But this is the difference. It's been 8 to 10 years since Devontae Adams and Derek Carr played on the same team. So you got to think about it in that aspect. You got to think about it in that aspect, though. So the chemistry is probably still there, but I mean, they did work out on the offseason before the Raiders moved to Vegas. We know that too. I still think chemistry needs to be there. You can never go wrong with chemistry with your wide receiver and your quarterback. You can never go wrong there. I still think you still got to work on chemistry, work on verbiage, work on play calling, and you know, it's a whole new playbook too for Derek Carr. So, and it's a whole new playbook for Devontae Adams. So they're going to have to get that down pat. I don't understand the Edwards hate. He was a top 20 in separation at wide receiver, make big plays to help win games, and Carr has thrown to him. The problem with Edwards is I just think he does not get enough targets. And sometimes he doesn't make the best opportunities for him. Like, all wide receivers make mistakes. All quarterbacks make mistakes. Anybody makes mistakes. You know what I'm saying? All Carr got to do is get to the park, bro. We see the park determine who gets the ball. Facts. But I just feel like when it comes to Brian Edwards, I feel like he needs more of an opportunity. And when he did have the opportunity, he did show up. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, this is my last year for Brian Edwards to have a breakout year. This is my last year. I am not going to keep defending this man every single year. And that's what Brian Edwards have not gotten since he's been in the league. I mean, he was hurt, the first year we got him as a rookie. Second year, So Carr don't trust Edwards to get open. That's going to change this year, though. Fish and Ritz. That is going to change this year. Knowing that they finally got a number one. A true number one. Because Hunter Renfro is not a true number one, but he was very reliable as a number one. You get what I'm saying? We all know that Brian Edwards is a big target guy. I think targets boost his wide receiver confidence. When you know that you have the confidence the quarterback is throwing to you, I feel like Josh McDaniels is going to get him. Why does Edwards deserve more targets, though? This is why, Dominique 5. Because he needs more targets because you can't force it to the same person over and over and over again. And that's what Carr done in the recent years. He forced it to Waller. He forced it to Renfro. And he didn't really force it anywhere else. He just kept forcing it to Waller and Renfro. And there's been times that Edwards was open and he didn't target him at all. But on the flip side of things, Edwards did have his opportunities and made the best of it. But on the flip side of that, it's been sometimes that Edwards missed out on the opportunity. But all wide receivers do it. All wide receivers miss out on the opportunity. They drop a catch or anything like that. We got on Deshaun Jackson. He's a veteran. Edwards will get his targets. One target a game is not going to help Edwards' game. One target a game is not going to help Bryan Edwards' game. The guy needs at least 5 or 6 targets, and he barely got that. 5 or 6 targets is very manageable for Edwards. It's very manageable. So, I mean, I get it. I definitely do get it. So it's possible. It's definitely possible. But shout out to Watts Raider, man. Shout out to Watts Raider. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to my boy Watts Raider, man. He's definitely the OG of this YouTube thing. He's definitely the OG of this thing. If you have not went and subscribed to Watts Raider, you need to go do it right now. Go subscribe to Watts Raider, the OG of this shit. The original gangster of the YouTube Raider shit. Let's just be real. I just had to give you your flowers real quick, bro. I just had to do it. He said, this is what folks don't understand. Edwards doesn't need to be a number one option when you have Waller healthy, Renfro, and now Adams. Edwards is going to be open. And all he has to do is catch the ball. I agree with you there, Watts. I definitely agree with you there. Not saying Russell is bad. He's not better than Justin or Patty or Derek, and DA should be open, and Wilson has his age and injuries is kind of out of shape, and Wilson in a division with a Chandler Jones. Well, you know, Chandler Jones owns Russell Wilson. He owns him. The only time they threw to Edwards when everyone knew Carr was going to him. Every game there was at least 7 mismatches with Edwards. Facts. But we have seen times where it was a mismatch and Carr did not throw to him. So with this new offense, Carr's going to have to spread that ball around. He's going to have to. But I say 6 targets. 6 targets is manageable in an NFL game. It's manageable. Edwards is the guy that everyone sleeps on him. He's wide open with a big play. Facts. And left because some of the lagging with players. Raiders. What's going on, BL? What's going on?
Touchdown!
Raider Allegiance. I need you on my channel, bro. You need to hit me up on Instagram. You need to stop playing. Hit me up on Instagram, bro. You need to come on Nothing But Raiders podcast, bro. I need you on here. We need to talk. Me and you got to have a talk, brother. We got to have some Raiders talk, brother, because you know you got the enthusiasm just like me. Come on, Raider Allegiance. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy Raider Allegiance. Go subscribe to Watts Raider. Go do it. Go do it. Actually, Carr does overthrow wide receivers, and he's done it his whole career. Facts. He has, and there's been times that he overthrown Bryan Edwards. Plenty of times. A better quarterback grouping Bradberry and Yasin, Mullen and Yasin. I'm gonna let Watts reply that for Dundee, bro. Reply to that for Dundee. Chandler Jones owns Wilson and you add Max Crosby and a possible clowning, maybe Wilson. Here y'all go, man. Edwards is going to see a ton of one-on-one coverage this season. He is. He is. I've been rocking with Watts Raiders since way back. He's the Raiders YouTube Triple OG. Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Talk that talk. A ton of one-on-one coverage. Facts. Yup, lunatic. Facts. Raider Allegiance needs to stop playing, man. Come on and get on this show. You and Watts. What's up? What's up? How is the red zone? Is going to look this season. It's going to look different. It's going to be very creative in the red zone. It's not going to be predictable like it was the last couple of years. I think they're going to try to find ways to create space in the red zone to try to get more points on the board this year. So I think the scheme is going to be different for red zone, knowing the fact that we have Josh McDaniels that's going to be a good play caller for this offense. Let's see. Edwards will thrive in the slot. Facts. That's a known fact. I just work a lot. I don't have time like the other YouTubers. You see me. You see me. I used to go live every day. I can't go live like that anymore. I just can't. I'll make videos. I'll make videos from work. Y'all see it. Y'all see, if y'all have not watched my videos lately, y'all see I record my videos from work on my phone because I know by the time I get home, then this is why I only go live once a week now. I only go live once a week now because I have other future endeavors that I am doing. Like I do video editing, I do video recording, I have the Spotlight Sports Network, I have this channel. I have so much going on for me at this moment. What? I don't have time to be going live every day. I just can't. I have 2 YouTube channels that I am managing at this moment. I can't do it. I can't do it. Bradberry better in zone. Where's Mullen in better man on man? Bradberry is a better cornerback than Mullen. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. Just like Watt said. He has the numbers to prove it. Facts. He does. I wish I could do videos at work. Hit that like button, you jive turkeys. Talk that talk. Talk that talk. You mean not running it up the middle every damn play in the red zone? Facts. That is a known fact. That is an absolute known fact. I wish I could do videos at work. Well, I work in security, bro. I got one of the easiest jobs, man. Facts. I saw you with your hat on. You see? I do my shit from work, man. Sometimes I take my work shirt off and have a Raider shirt on and do them. I do not play, man. I do not play. PayPal Spotlight. Hey, leave my job alone now. Leave my job alone now. That's what makes me pay the bills. That's why I have this microphone right here. This is why I have the setup that I have because of my job. Who want to bet you? Who want to bet you 100? Who bet you 100, Watts? Who definitely did that? I just got off early today. I'm lucky. Boy, you are lucky. Raider Way says no more run, pass. I mean, you're going to see run, pass. You're going to see it. They're going to run the ball. They are going to run. The Raiders are going to run the ball this year effectively. Effectively. They're going to run the ball. Oh, that I'm wearing shades. Still working. Fair. Oh, you still working? Listen, get your grind on, man. Get your grind on. I think they betting on Mullen versus Bradberry. Oh, Bradberry's going to win that. I'm not going to bet that. We know that Bradberry is better than Mullen at this point. He's the better option because Trayvon Mullen cannot stay on the field. It's not talent-wise. I mean, I just feel like Mullen is a bit handsy at some point. I don't know. I got to ask you, work at PayPal security. What are you protect the Wi-Fi password? And I want that job in nah, I'm playing. But at least it's chill though. No, it's just like, we're not protecting Wi-Fi's. It's just that we have people that try to come up and do threats. Like, we have so much stuff that we do at work. It's just that I have a lot of downtime. Especially early in the morning. I will do the video early in the morning, and then it won't actually be released until a certain time. I usually schedule the videos to come out, but if it's breaking news or something, I'm right on it if it's breaking news. So it's a lot that goes on at my job. Don't judge me, Robbie P. Don't judge me. We didn't just sign 25 running backs just to throw. Not 25 running backs. Not 25 running backs. What? Not 25 running backs. I can't. Should I go fishing right now or keep hanging with the nation? Can you do both? Can you do both, my guy? Can you do both? Man, listen, Jacobs is going to be on fire. Watch. He has no choice to be on fire this year. What? He has no choice. He has no fifth year option. He has no choice to be on fire. He gotta work. He gotta pan out. And I don't get me wrong. I love me some Josh Jacobs. I just need for him to know that it's gonna be less load. It's gonna be a lesser load for you now because they went out and got Zamir White, which I love the pick. Kenyon Drake is going to be good. It's going to be an interesting year. It's going to be a very, very interesting year at the running back position. No, they would not do the play calling like Gruden. That's what he meant, and it won't be a run pass. Facts. It won't be a run pass. But if sometimes Josh McDaniels like to do run pass, or he like to do run pass run. It's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely one or the other. But we definitely got 5 minutes left until we off here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes left. Jacob's thinking about 100 yards in week 1. Let's talk about it then. Josh Jacobs, let's get it. Let's get it, boy. Bradberry need to sign soon. We need this, man. Talk that talk. If we run heavy, then I'll go get Treader. Yeah, get JC Treader. I say go get him. Why not? That was funny. We got 8, I think. Damn, 8? Jesus Christ. 121 days until kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. 121 days. Breaking news, Spotlight is lying that he has the easiest job. Nah, I'm playing. Y'all some people are weird, always having good security for sure. You know what, Robbie P, man? You crazy, bro. You crazy. I think we keep 3 and a fullback is 4. Yeah. So who the three that will be then? Will it be Zamir White, Kenyon Drake, and Josh Jacobs? You think it will be them 3? I would love to hear your 3, bro. I would definitely love to hear your 3. Kojo, salute to the 916, brother. I'm gonna take this hat off, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna take this hat off because I'm sweating in this podcasting room that I have, ladies and gentlemen. But let's go. Raider Nation. It's been fun. It's been real. Another live stream is in the books. Another live stream is in the books of Nothing But Raiders podcast episode 3. Is our laundry done yet? You know what, Fish and Ritz, leave me alone. I don't know. I got to go check. That's why I got to end this live. Hey, Spotlight, did you put your application in that I'm a fullback and I'll protect all costs and you ain't going to let no one get to that server room? You know what, Robbie P? I'm not doing this with you, bro. I'm not doing this with you. Jacobs, Drake, White, Johnson, fullback, in McCormick. Okay, practice squad. All right. That's why I like Watts. Watts thinks like me. I could be delusional sometimes, but he thinks like me. I rocks it. White Jacobs Drake, fullback from NE. Facts. Toast. Throw them likes down last. Yes, throw them likes, man. What's up, Spotlight? What up, Nation? Ray Love, why you gotta be so late, bruh? Why I gotta be so late, bruh? The show is over. But like I said, man, I want to thank y'all for being on here. Another live stream, man. I would still have more content for y'all. I'm definitely going to be doing videos daily. If I got to do them at work, then I'm definitely got to do them. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming in and supporting every single time I go live Tuesday. Special guest is going to be coming soon. Watts is definitely going to be one. Lunatic is definitely going to be one. I got some stuff up my sleeve that I'm working on. I was working, bro. It's all good, man. You can always come back and replay it, man. Always come back and replay it. I've been here playing, working, and chilling. It's all good, man. Stay blessed. Spotlight, of course. If we keep Brown and McCormick on the practice squad for injuries, listen, that's why me and Watts think alike, man. We really do think alike. It's all love. It's all love. Another lit stream spotlight. I'll be over in a bit to get my clothes, if you don't mind, separating my underwear from my pants. Thanks. You know what? Leave me. I can't with Robbie P. I can't. I can't with Robbie P. I can't. I need my hoodie. Bro, if y'all do want to get a hoodie or a t-shirt on there, make sure you go to spotlightsportsgear.com and go to Spotlight Raiders Talk, man. Definitely go and get your, if you definitely want the link, hit me up on Instagram at Spotlight Raiders Talk. Definitely hit me up on Instagram, man. I think the fullback is the waste of position. I'd rather have Jacob Zaire together on the line in the Facebook and short yards. Nah, we're going to carry a fullback. I don't think it's wasted. Swamp Raider coming soon from Louisiana. Swamp Raider, listen, if you're going to make a YouTube channel, hit me up on Spotlight Raiders Talk. I'll show you how to do it, bruh. We'll work together. We'll definitely link up and do some work together. The Pats use a fullback, though. Yes, they do. The Pats definitely use a fullback. Can we get to 100 likes? Oh, we're not at 100 likes yet? What we doing? Hold up. What? We're not at 100 likes yet? What are we doing? Hold up. Wait a minute. We need 9 more likes, baby. We need 9 more likes. Out the dryer. No. Spotlight, top flight security. Keep grinding. Hey, I don't care. Y'all can say what y'all want about me. It's a good paying job. I takes it. I don't care. We need a splash linebacker. Facts. We do. For sure. Absolutely. Need a fullback in the pistol and strong sets. McDaniels about that. I don't think we signing any old linebackers. No, we're not. I can only hit the thumbs up once. Facts. I can understand. I can completely understand. But it's all good, though. If I don't get to 100 likes, it will be at 100 likes. You know what I'm saying? It will be at 100 likes. But Raider Nation has been fun. It's been real. But I gotta go right now. I gotta go. I thank all y'all for tuning in. And I really do appreciate y'all being here and being loyal to the Spotlight Raiders Talk. We'll be back next Tuesday with another live stream, but I'll make sure I have videos on a daily basis. Hey, Spotlight, just remember when you come to Cali, hit me up at any chance you could get my PayPal account back. I forgot the password. I'm not talking to you no more. Robbie P, I'm done talking to you, bro. I'm done talking to you. Go and get that money. Facts. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Be easy, Raider Nation. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe to any of the videos that I upload and go live like this, man. There's a Spotlight Raiders Talk, and it's your first time ever being at this channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, get the notification bell, and we'll definitely be back next Tuesday. I will have some special guests on next week. The guest starts next week, ladies and gentlemen, so have your questions ready. We definitely going to be there, man. Fitz and Ritz, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I love y'all. Peace out. Love, blessings, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see y'all next week, and I'll see you on the next live stream or in the next video. Peace.
Try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's